Ryan Garcia says he wants Devin Haney next after Gervonta Tank Davis. Is he tripping? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, Ryan Garcia, the big homie, the speedy Instagram superstar boxer that some people feel is not really a boxer. But let's talk about it.
This kid Ryan Garcia, Tank got his followers from kicking ass. Ryan Garcia got his followers from YouTubers. There's a difference. So you want to be a YouTuber or you want to be a fighter? Tank is a fighter.
Alright, y'all. So Ryan Garcia, man, I don't know if bro is trolling, if he's being serious, if he's got the big head, if he's listening to Oscar and Bernard a little too much. But he's calling out Devin Haney even before he steps in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that's the wrong way of going about this.
Put Young and Tank around the booth. We can go body for body.
Now, I'm not trying to downgrade Ryan Garcia as a fighter or a boxer or whatever you want to call him, man. Listen, I think Ryan Garcia is where he's at when it comes to like where people rank him, where his skill sets are at. And he's not really a level above where he's at. He's just, one of those mid-level guys right now. He's a superstar, but he's still a mid-level fighter. Just because you're Instagram famous or you're famous beyond your talent level at this point.
So Ryan Garcia's not a fighter? He's been fighting since he was 7 years old. He has 200 plus amateur fights. I don't care where his followers come from, if they come from fucking Mars. The fact is that Ryan's followers are selling this fight. And plus, don't you remember you fought YouTubers? Are you putting YouTubers down? You profited from them. I can't with you, dude. You're a fucking dumbass.
And I think that could be a problem for some people. And I like the fact that he's confident. I like the fact that he's confident. But I think he's definitely more famous than he is talented. And Mayweather said something. I don't never agree with Mayweather, and I only slightly agree with what he had to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and give him his props because I'm not a hater. I know a lot of people, they're like, man, you're not unbiased or all this. I never said I was unbiased. I report how I feel about the sport of boxing and how I see things from my personal opinion. And sometimes I'll report the facts as they are. Sometimes I report the facts as I see them. But these are my personal opinions. And when it comes to Floyd Mayweather and what he had to say, he basically said he feels like Gervonta Tank Davis got famous for knocking people out.
Tank got his followers from kicking ass. Ryan Garcia got his followers from YouTubers.
And basically what he was saying, he's not just giving the emphasis to the knockouts, but he's saying he became boxing famous before he became famous. And if you know anything about the sport of boxing, you should know what I mean. There's two different subsets of boxing fans. And if you're in the boxing community, you know what I mean. There's the subset of boxing fans that actually been following the sport for 10 years plus. Then you have a subset of the boxing fan base. They're just there because they like somebody. It has nothing to do with the fact that they follow the sport heavily, that they might have trained with the sport, that they've been watching the sport for more than 10 years, that they have multiple fighters that they follow. That's not the average, boxing fan. The real fans over here, they have all of those. They've been following the sport. They got multiple guys they like. Some of them train within the sport. They have a real respect for the sport. And then you got the people over here. Nothing wrong with these people, but they're only here because they like somebody. And there's a big difference. And this is where I do have to praise Mayweather and for what he said, because he's totally right.
To anybody that's in my comments with some negative shit to say about what I'm posting on my page, I need y'all to do me one favor. Take this time right now. Please push that unfollow.
The people over here who are the real boxing fans and the real boxers, and let me say this too before I finish. Gervonta Davis might lose. Ryan Garcia might be completely talented and we're just not seeing it. But Gervonta Davis got his boxing fame from knocking people the F out, from taking the hardest, toughest, from getting it from the mud. He got it out the mud, from amateur to where he's at now. He got it out of the mud. Ryan Garcia is kind of like an elevated good boxer. He's a good boxer, but you've been elevated to a status you really don't even deserve to be in because you haven't gotten it out of the mud. And that's where I agree with Mayweather. I'm trying to give another better example of this. Okay. Let's run with this one because I don't know any other examples here. Michael Jordan. Okay, you got Michael Jordan, you got Kobe Bryant. Extremely similar products. I don't think Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia are similar in any way. But Kobe and Jordan are extremely similar products. That's only because Kobe modeled his game after Jordan. But we're not even going to go there right now. Jordan has all those championships. He got, 7 titles, I think. 7 titles, okay. Kobe, I think, ended up with 4 or 5 titles, okay. Great products on both sides. But there's no way a Kobe Bryant should ever be more famous than a Michael Jordan. Ever. And nobody should ever elevate Kobe past Jordan unless he accomplished everything and more than Jordan did. But the new generation of fans, and this is fans in general, they take the one guy that they like, they pedestalize him, they put him up on the pedestal, and they will chew you apart if you try to break down why he shouldn't be on that pedestal. Ryan Garcia is that pedestalized, boxer at this moment, or athlete, because his Instagram fame has him higher than what his boxing skills are. Now, once again, he might actually beat Gervonta Davis. He might, I doubt it, but he might. But I still would say the same thing I'm saying now because there's 2 totally different styles of getting to that pinnacle. Michael Jordan had to work very, very hard in a totally different league than Kobe Bryant did. Kobe Bryant wouldn't even have survived in the 80s basketball. He wouldn't have survived in the 80s basketball. They would have picked him apart. The same way they tried to do to Jordan, but since Jordan was so talented, his talent level was even greater than the guys from the 80s and some of the guys from the 70s. Everybody out of the 90s because he dominated everybody. But Kobe Bryant wouldn't have survived in that game. And I'm going to tell you why Kobe Bryant wouldn't have. For anybody who's going to say, man, you don't know what you're talking about.
If you ain't got a body around me, the nigga you do for a kill. I feel like the king of the field.
Why did they change the game of basketball? Why did they change the game of basketball? Not only that, Allen Iverson was actually a better player than Kobe Bryant. But they blackballed Allen, and then they changed the game of basketball so they could elevate Kobe. It is what it is. It's not fair. It's just what they do. If they want to put you on a pedestal, they'll make a pedestal for you. But you can't take a Kobe Bryant or a Ryan Garcia and push them past a Gervonta Davis or a Michael Jordan just because you want to. And they did the same thing for LeBron. They changed the game again when they wanted to bring LeBron in and make him a superstar. The only way they could do that was to change the game so it was conducive for the way he plays basketball. The difference between and this is where I'm going to end it. The difference between a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, a LeBron James, and a Ryan Garcia and a Gervonta Davis is that Gervonta Davis and Michael Jordan didn't have to have the game change for them to be elevated. Ryan Garcia, Kobe, LeBron, and I throw Allen Iverson in there with Jordan and Gervonta too, because he didn't have to have the game changed for him to be elevated. LeBron, Kobe, love those guys, personalities, good guys, very nice people, good human beings. But you had to have the game changed for you to reach that pinnacle. Ryan Garcia wants the game changed so he can reach the pinnacle. He had to go the Instagram route to reach his pinnacle, when I don't even think his boxing skills are where his fame is at. It's just my opinion, but I agree with Floyd Mayweather on this one. And when it comes to Devin Haney, you got to think that Ryan Garcia is really being fed a lot of crap by Oscar and Bernard Hopkins. If he can believe that he's going to not only beat Gervonta, but he has any type of chance of beating Devin, you got to be dreaming, man. That's my opinion. Y'all please let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. More than likely to get a response on the tube. So holler at me over there. If you want to collabo, hit my Gmail, flockofcards@gmail.com. And we are
I got a bottle of the clear, a bottle of the yak, a box of the blunts, a box of the blacks. My dude came through with a few of them sacks. All I need now is a few of them rats. Million slugs hopped off in the Caprice, riding up market, trying to find a few freaks. Told Shorty we can watch some DVDs, baby. You ain't never seen that Louis Key street credit. Now we chillin' on the couch. Shorty got a little liquor spillin' on the blouse. Dub V brought a few thizzles in the house. Now none of the bras shut they mouth. Turn up the music to drown them out, cause I ain't tryna hear how you down and out. Took lil' mama down in the cellar, said if I keep it low, she'll get me together.
Bitches in the living room getting it on. Bitches in the living room getting it on. And bitches in the living room getting it on. And they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. 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 They ain't leaving cause my mama ain't home.
Well, back in the day when I was a teenager, I didn't have shit, a cell phone or a pager. I was good at making paper, always quick to pull a caper. Anything to make $1, turn to something greater. That's me, you can call me Skinny D. True certified OG, class of 93. Had a couple little freaky deeks riding for the team. They did anything I wanted and they gave me what I need. Called them my bad man, my jam, and they called me sir. Bought them a fresh pair of panties and a fly mink fur. Threw a pajama party.